Chapter 12, Considerations for Polyparents. Entering a polyamorous life, when you or one of your partners has children, introduces a unique set of dynamics and responsibilities. While the excitement of exploring new relationships can be exhilarating, it is crucial to reflect thoughtfully on how parenting responsibilities impact not only your relationships, but also the well-being of your children. This chapter addresses some considerations for parents navigating the complexities of polyamory. Self-reflection on parenting responsibilities. Before diving into polyamory, take time for self-reflection about your parenting obligations. Children require significant time, emotional investment, and energy. Ask yourself, how will new relationships fit into your existing family structure? How will you balance parenting duties with the desires and needs of multiple romantic partners? Understanding your capacity and creating a schedule for emotional and practical investment can be vital for success. Consider your current family dynamics. If you have a co-parent, how will they feel about your exploration into a polyamory? This dialogue helps ensure that everyone is on the same page and can support one another through the transition. Research has shown that parental involvement is crucial for children's well-being, impacting their emotional, and social development. It's essential for polyparents to consider how their romantic pursuits will impact their involvement in their children's lives and how they manage their time. Assessing time and emotional investment. Polyamorous relationships often require additional time and emotional energy. Think about how you will manage this alongside your parenting responsibilities. Will you have the time to nurture multiple relationships, attend events, or go on dates? It's important to both be realistic about your bandwidth and create a schedule that accommodates both your romantic life and your role as a parent. Fuck up. Getting swept away. In a recent relationship that was fast and furious but long distance, Isla found herself wanting to see her new lover as much as possible, resulting in flights every 2 weeks or so to meet them in different cities. Along with work trips, however, this became too much for her 3 children, who finally declared, "Trips, you're taking too many trips." After traveling 18 days in 1 month alone, Isla knew in her heart that they were right. Isla was getting very real feedback from her family that there was a need that she was not meeting, indicating a call for her to reassess how she was managing her time. Poly life is not lived in a vacuum. Check in with your child or children about how much time is away is too much, and develop agreements with them to ensure that your poly doesn't overtake their relationship with you. Evaluate your emotional bandwidth too. Parenting can be emotionally draining, and adding multiple partners into the mix can amplify stress. Make sure you have the support systems in place, whether through friends, family, or other partners, to help you navigate any emotional challenges that arise. This is necessary for not only yourself and for your children, but also in order to be clear and transparent with potential partners about what you can offer. Navigating jealousy and insecurity. Children can sometimes feel jealousy or insecurity when they perceive changes in their parents' attention or affection. This is a natural response, especially if they are accustomed to a certain family dynamic. Be prepared for these feelings and have strategies to address them. Encourage open conversations where children can express their feelings and concerns. Reassure them of your love and commitment to their well-being. If necessary, consider seeking guidance from a family therapist familiar with polyamorous dynamics to help navigate these conversations. Studies indicate that children thrive in environments where their emotional needs are met and where they feel secure. By addressing feelings of jealousy and insecurity proactively, parents can foster a more stable and loving atmosphere. Disclosing to children. Every family and parent will have their own personal views on how much their romantic life they wish to share with their children. These decisions can be based on many factors such as developmental appropriateness of children's age, a parent's own level of outness, being polyamorous, risk of retaliation or stigma if a child makes a disclosure to someone else like a boss or a peer, or how much you intend to integrate new partners into your family system. See the previous chapter that discusses coming out to children. These decisions are deeply personal and often multi-layered. If you do plan on being open with your children about being in multiple loving relationships, I've included some helpful tips and guidelines below and above about how to do that in a mindful way that also respects your child's autonomy and choice. Establishing boundaries and agreements. Just as in any relationship, establishing clear boundaries and agreements is key in polyamorous parenting, both with potential partners as well as with your children. It's important to discuss with your partners what roles they will play in your child's life, if any, and set expectations for interactions. It's also important to craft agreements with your children such that your polyamorous life impacts them on their terms. This can help prevent misunderstandings and ensure that both parents and your children feel secure in their environment. First, consider creating agreements that include both partners and children, if age appropriate, regarding comfortability and how much involvement a new partner can have in family activities or how and when they will meet your children. Second, set specific agreements with your children regarding how transparent they want you to be, what level of disclosure they are comfortable with, i.e., mom is going out with a friend tonight versus mom has a date and won't be home until tomorrow. If you have multiple children, expect that each child may have slightly different preferences, and each preference should be honored. When in doubt, err on the side of presenting less detail, particularly when of a sexual or complex relationship flavor. Most children of monogamous adults don't like hearing about their parents' sex lives either. Even if your child is curious, it is important to think about what information is developmentally appropriate for them to hear. As you navigate these waters, consider the following. 1. Transparency versus age-appropriate disclosure. Be open with your children about your relationships in an age-appropriate manner. This helps them to understand the dynamics without feeling excluded. At the same time, be aware of the types of information you're sharing and avoid information that is sexual or complex in nature. 2. Flexibility. Relationships can change, and so can your family dynamics. Be prepared to revisit and adjust agreements as needed. 3. Quality time. Make an effort to carve out special time for your children, ensuring that they know that they remain your priority amidst your romantic pursuits. Fuck up. Lock it up. Martin and his spouse, Jem, have recently stepped into the world of polyamory, and they are both dating new people. Martin and Jem haven't spoken with their children yet about being polyamorous, as they wanted to feel more settled and clear in themselves before doing so. One night at home while watching TV, however, Martin's 9-year-old daughter grabbed his phone to play a game and inadvertently saw some messages and pictures from his new boyfriend, Adam. This situation caused a lot of family pain, misunderstanding, and hurt. Martin and Jem's children were immediately fearful that their parents' marriage was in jeopardy and that their family unit was threatened. Unfortunately, the situation set the foundation for the kids that their parents' polyamory was something bad or secretive. Their parents had to spend a lot of time backtracking and doing repair work. Beyond the impacts of their nuclear family, Martin and Jem's daughter now had a significant distrust of Adam, making it hard for him to be introduced to the family in a positive way. It is important to recognize and plan for situations in which uncomfortable or unexpected conversations could arise. Plan for whether you want to be open and candid with your children about certain aspects of your polyamory, and if there are parts you plan to keep private, do the work to set yourself up well. Whether it's changing the pin on your phone or making sure that all those beautiful sex toys are hidden in a locked-away cabinet, this piece of reflection is less about being secretive and hiding things and more about taking precautions and being prepared. Exercise. Take a polyparenting inventory. Take a moment to reflect on your current family dynamics and how they might be impacted by exploring polyamory. Use the following questions as prompts to guide your thoughts. You can write your responses in a journal or discuss them with a trusted friend or partner. 1. Current dynamics. Describe your current family structure. Who are the key players? Example, children, co-parents, etc. How do you currently allocate your time between parenting and personal relationships? 2. Impact of polyamory. How do you imagine adding new romantic relationships will change your family dynamics? What concerns do you have about how this might affect your children? 3. Balancing responsibilities. What strategies can you implement to ensure that your parenting responsibilities remain a priority? How can you create a schedule that accommodates both your romantic life and your role as a parent? 4. Communication. How can you initiate conversations with your children about your exploration into polyamory? What key points would you want to convey? Are there any specific fears or concerns you think your children might have? How can you address these proactively? And 5, support systems. Identify the support systems you currently have in place, i.e. friends, family, community groups. How can these be leveraged as you navigate polyamory? Are there any other children that are the same age as your children who are in the same situation to allow them to have a social support system? Are there any additional resources or communities you would like to explore or gain support from? After completing this exercise, consider revisiting your reflections periodically as your relationships and family dynamics evolve. This can help you remain intentional and mindful about your journey into polyamory as a parent. Building a supportive community. Having a network of fellow polyamorous parents can be incredibly beneficial. Seek out support groups, online forums, or local meetups where you can connect with other families navigating similar journeys. Sharing experiences, challenges, and successes can provide valuable insights and foster a sense of belonging, and can create a social support system for your children. A supportive community can serve as a resource for your children, offering them peers who understand their unique family structure. This helps normalize your family dynamic and reduces feelings of isolation. Navigating polyamory as a parent is a multifaceted journey that requires intentionality, communication, and self-awareness. By engaging in self-reflection, assessing your time commitments, and fostering open conversations with your children and partners, you can create a loving and supportive environment. Embrace the complexity of blending family and love, and remember that your primary responsibility is to ensure your children feel loved, secure, and understood as you explore the depths of your polyamorous identity.